Hey guys, Mona Lisa here, and I just thought I'd give you a little insight into what it takes to edit episodes that's going up on YouTube and Patreon. Yeah, let's get started. So I record my episode in Ops Studios, and I have the main picture, which is me, and then I have a smaller picture, which is the actual film that I'm watching. I'm recording that, and once I've done that, I go into DaVinci Resolve 16, and I put my clips in, which is the intro, the reaction, and the outro. And for some reason, my audio is not quite working right, so I'm having to go in and then change the audio over a little bit by 2.5 frames, which is really annoying. It used to work just fine, but I don't know why it's doing that. So that's something I'm having to do every time I do the editing, otherwise the audio is going to be out. And it was on one of my, I think it was Game of Thrones episodes, which was really annoying. So yeah, that's one of the first things I do when I go in and edit. Just go in and just move the audio over a bit, and to then cut to where I want the episode to start and finish. So as you can see there, it takes a little bit of work and what have you. It's actually so weird watching what it is I do. So yeah, we'll say that I've gone in and changed the audio for all of the work, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the episode in. And what I've done as well is the audio from the video that I watched in Ops Studios. I'm taking that out and replacing it with the audio from the actual clip. So as you can see, I'm gonna go in and change that and put it in. It's just better audio, and I can control it a bit more when I do it this way. So in Up Studios I have it in, so the audio is separated, so my voice is one audio and the clip is another one. And then what I'm having to do is, as you can see, I'm having to go in and match the two clips, so the one that I recorded and then the actual episode, I'm having to go in and then match, so my reaction and the video matches, which takes a bit of work because you have to go in frame by frame and find somewhere where it's a new scene starts, so it's easier. And actually putting the subtitles on makes it a lot easier to match. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do there. So once I've done all that, I put my like title and what season it is and what have you on there as well. And the Mona Lisa UK at the side is just basically to get rid of the little clip that I was watching while recording it, so that's why that's on that side. There's nothing, that's really the only reason why that's there. Yeah, and then what I do is for YouTube I go in and I create 3 acts. So I cut the episode down into 3, and then so it has like an act 1, 2, and 3, and then I cut that out again into 3s, so I can sort of have a bit more control over what needs to be shown and what's important for the episode. Not just that, but I suppose it's the story of the episode and my story of reacting to it. So splitting it out into 3 acts and then into 3 sort of main clips in these 3 acts makes it a lot easier to edit and control what needs to be shown. If you're just doing it in one long, it just takes too long, and I think you could easily miss out on something that could potentially be important. So yeah, that's what I do for YouTube. Obviously I don't have to do it for Patreon because I can show the whole lot. But yeah, it gets a bit tricky with YouTube, what you can show and what have you. So yeah, that's as you can see down at the bottom here. once I've edited and that, this is all the little clips that I've cut. And for some of it as well, you'll see that I have my little picture in there, and that's because I can only show so much on YouTube, so I'm having to fill it in with just basically dead space, and it's just a little picture that I put in, so not to get caught out by I'm not doing the fair use on YouTube, so that's why you'll see just pictures of me sometimes where I'm commenting on something. So once I've done the whole episode, I go over and then I render it, and I do that in MP4, and then I render that. And for YouTube, it takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours depending, and the Patreon one takes between 3.5 and 6 hours to export. So there's quite a bit of work going into it. Obviously filming the episode was about 58 minutes. Then going in and editing it. The editing sometimes takes 3-4 hours, all depending on how tricky it is. And then obviously exporting it is another 1.5 hours minimum, and that's pretty much why I only upload 2 videos a week, because I just physically can't do much more than that, because I'm having to obviously do the reaction and then put it all over, edit it and all that. So that's pretty much what goes into editing a show for YouTube. The programs and what have you I use is my computer. I upgraded it to a PC, which is a Polycom gaming PC, and it's just basically a lot quicker than my laptop. I tried doing reactions on my laptop, but it's just way too slow. I mean, just rendering would take 17-24 hours, so it's just absolutely ridiculous. And this PC has a Core i7, for you guys who knows what that means. And this here, my headset, is a Microsoft Live Chat LX3000, and the reason why I'm using that is I have tried to use a normal microphone, but I have Windows 10, and Windows 10 just won't allow me to use any other microphones than this one. And as well as that, I'm using the headset because I had surgery a year ago, and it was broken collarbone, and they put a tube down my throat to just in case something was going to go wrong. And when they pulled it out, it just basically messed up my voice a bit, so I don't have as much control over my voice as I did before. So I need something that's closer to my face. So you will hear in some episodes my voice doesn't sound the same as it did in another episode. And that's basically because I don't have that much control over my voice. I also have an external hard drive that I put the episodes on, because it just takes too much room on a PC. So I have a 2 terabyte hard drive on the side, and I'm probably going to get another one as well, because it's the more I upload, the more space I'm going to need. My webcam, which is basically in front of I have a 32-inch TV just in front of me, which is about a meter away from me, and then I have my webcam in front of that, so when I'm recording sometimes it looks like I'm looking into the camera when I'm really not, but it's just because my TV is behind. I was watching it on the laptop, but it's just too small. I couldn't quite get the details, so that's why I've got it, my 32-inch screen just in front of me. And the webcam that I'm using is a Logitech C920 HD Pro webcam. I did have a cheaper one, but the quality just wasn't as great when it comes to the lighting, which is my biggest enemy, is the lighting. And I've got one of these newer dimmable video lights, which is like one of these that I use sometimes depending on how bad the lighting is. So yeah, the light is my biggest enemy, but I think I'm getting there with it. Yeah, that's pretty much what goes into editing an episode for YouTube, and I just thought I'd just share it with you so you can get an understanding for why I don't upload as many episodes as some people would like. But yeah, that was pretty much it. All my the ones I'm doing now for Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, I've put up on Patreon as well, uncut episodes. So anybody who wants to see that can go there. You don't have to. It's just if you're interested in like watching my full reactions, that's where they are. Yeah, that was pretty much it, and I will see you in my reactions.